Hey, what's up guys? It's Marks here, and today we're diving into the Nintendo Switch 2 and how it compares to the previous models on paper. The Switch has been a massive success for Nintendo, but after 6 years, a lot of us have been eager to see an upgrade. We finally got our hands on the official specs and details, so let's break down all the key differences between the brand new Switch 2, the original, and the Switch Lite. Is the new console a worthy upgrade, or is it more of an iterative step? Stick around to find out. Let's kick things off with what's under the hood. The Switch 2 is rocking a brand new custom Tegra processor from NVIDIA. Now, while Nintendo hasn't released the nitty-gritty details about clock speeds and all that, they are promising a significant boost in performance. Think faster loading times, smoother frame rates, and potentially even better graphics. This is a big deal, especially if you felt like the original Switch struggled to keep up with some of the more demanding titles. Beyond the processor, we're also getting an upgrade in the RAM department. The Switch 2 is packing in, insert RAM size of RAM, double what you got on the original. That means the system can juggle more information at once, again contributing to a smoother, snappier experience. It's also worth mentioning the internal storage. Nintendo's bumped that up to insert storage size on the base model, which is a welcome improvement, especially for digital download fans. Of course, we can't forget about the Switch Lite. That little guy is still using the original Switch's processor and RAM, so if you're looking for a performance jump, the Lite isn't going to cut it. But hey, it still holds its own as a super portable and affordable way to experience Nintendo's exclusives. Alright, let's talk screens. The Switch 2 is sporting a insert screen size inch LCD display. Now, I know some of you were hoping for an OLED panel like we saw on the revised Switch model, and it would have been awesome to see that vibrant color and deep black reproduction here. But, Nintendo's going with an upgraded LCD this time around, and they're claiming improved brightness and color accuracy over the original Switch. Speaking of the original Switch, it had that 6.2-inch LCD, which honestly still holds up pretty well today. And then there's the Switch Lite with its compact 5.5-inch screen. The real question here is how much of a difference will that size bump on the Switch 2 actually make in terms of the overall gaming experience? We'll have to get our hands on a review unit to know for sure. One thing I am excited about is the bump in resolution. The Switch 2 is pushing insert resolution, and that's going to make games look noticeably sharper, especially if you're used to the original 720p resolution in handheld mode. Chapter 3. Battery Life. The eternal struggle for any portable gaming device. Nintendo's estimated the Switch 2 will get somewhere between, insert battery life range, hours of playtime on a single charge. Now, obviously, that's going to vary depending on what game you're playing and your brightness settings, but it's a decent step up from the original Switch. If you remember, the original Switch clocked in somewhere between 2.5 to 6.5 hours, and the revised model with the upgraded processor got a slight bump to 4.5 to 9 hours. The Switch Lite, being the smallest of the bunch, squeezed out around 3 to 7 hours of playtime. So, on paper, the Switch 2 seems to offer the best battery performance yet, but here's the real test. How will it hold up in real-world usage? I'm talking long flights, commutes, those intense gaming sessions that stretch into the wee hours of the morning. We'll put the Switch 2's battery to the test in our full review. Chapter 4. Now for the exciting part, what new features does the Switch 2 bring to the table? First up, Nintendo's finally incorporated Bluetooth audio support. Yep, you can finally ditch that clunky wired headphone adapter and connect your favorite wireless earbuds or headphones directly to the console. Another cool addition is the enhanced kickstand. It's sturdier and wider than the flimsy one on the original Switch, which is a welcome improvement for tabletop gaming. And for those of you who love local multiplayer, the Switch 2's Joy-Con controllers feature improved haptic feedback and refined analog sticks for a more precise and immersive gaming experience. Beyond that, we're still waiting for details on potential software features, or any surprises Nintendo might have up their sleeves. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Chapter 5. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. The Nintendo Switch 2 will be launching at insert price. Now that's a bit higher than the original Switch's launch price, but considering the hardware upgrades, the improved display, and those new features, it's not entirely unexpected. But here's the thing, the original Switch and the Switch Lite aren't going anywhere. Nintendo's keeping them around at a lower price point, which means you've got options. If you're on a budget or just want the most affordable way to get into the Switch ecosystem, those older models are still compelling choices. The real question is, does the Switch 2 offer enough to justify that price premium? That's something we'll be exploring in depth in our full review once we've had a chance to really put it through its paces. So, there you have it guys, that's how the Nintendo Switch 2 stacks up against the previous models. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the best bang for your buck. The Switch 2 is shaping up to be a really solid upgrade. It's not a radical reinvention, but the improved hardware, that larger, sharper display and the promise of better battery life definitely make it tempting. But don't count out the original Switch or the Switch Lite just yet. They're still fantastic consoles with a massive library of games, and now they're even more affordable. Ultimately, the best Switch for you comes down to your budget and your priorities. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.